This is my prose recording number 2. Have you ever done something that you know you shouldn't have, and then afterwards you felt guilty? Well, I know that I have, and I still probably will do it, even though I end up feeling guilty. This is exactly how the one man Jeter feels in this story that I'll be taking parts of. He ends up stealing things because he needs them for his family, but after that he knows he shouldn't have. He knows that it was wrong, and he feels really bad, especially because he stole them from a family member. The gist of this book, which you won't get most of because I'm only reading one part, is these two men are son-in-law and father-in-law, and Jeter ends up stealing from his son-in-law, Love, who is married to his daughter, Pearl. I think this is relatable because we all have done things that we felt guilty about, and we know we shouldn't have done it, but yet at the same time, we did it anyways. So that most everybody has done that. This is Tobacco Road by Easton Caldwell, and I will be taking sections out of this and piecing them together. "What you got in that cracker sack, Love?" Jeter shouted from across the yard. "I've been seeing you come from afar with pieces off there with that cracker sack on your back. I sure would like to know what you got inside of that. I heard it said some people has got turnips this year." Love tightened his grip on the mouth of the sack, looking from Jeter to the next. He turned and saw Ellie Mae peering at him from behind the chinberry tree. "Did you have a hard time getting what you were getting there in that sack, Love?" Jeter asked. "You look like you was all out of breath." "I want to say something to you, Jeter," he said. "It's about Pearl." "What's that gal done now, Love? She treating you mean again?" "Every time I want to have her around me, she runs off and she won't come back until I call her. Now, what I have said is, what in the hell is the sense of marrying me a wife if I don't get none of the benefits? God didn't intend for it to be that way. He don't want a man to be treated like that. It's all in the rights of a woman and the sort of tease that a man is doing what she won't do. But Pearl don't seem to be aiming after that. She ain't teasing me, she isn't treating me, she isn't thinking. But it sure does act the right way to me. Right now, I feel like I want a woman that ain't so—" "What you got in that cracker sack, Love?" Jeter said. "I've been seeing you in the past hour or longer. I've been seeing you. What you have in that cracker sack?" "Turnips, by God," Love said, looking at the Lister woman. "Where'd you get the turnips, Love?" "Wouldn't you like to know?" "I was thinking maybe we'd fix up some sort of trade, Love. Me and you and me. Now, I could go down to your house and sort of tell Pearl she's got to sleep in the bed with you. That's what you were aiming to speak to me about, wasn't it? You want her to sleep in the bed, don't you?" "She ain't never slept in bed. It's about the dern pallet on the floor that she sleeps on every night. Reckon you would make her stop doing that, Jeter?" "I'd be pleased something powerful to make her do that what she ain't doing. That is, if you and me would make a trade on those turnips, Love." "By God and Jesus, Love, all the damn busted turnips I raised in the year of wormy. And I ain't had a good turnip since the year of the spring. All my turnips have been those damn blasted green gutted worms in them, Love. I can't make it out. It appears like he just ain't naturally got it in for the good and the heavy for a poor man. I worked all last fall digging up the patch of the ground to grow turnips in, and then when they're getting to be big enough to pull up and eat, along comes those damn blasted green-gutted turnip worms, and the core clear of the middle of them. God has got it in and the heavy for the poor, but I ain't complaining, Love. I say, the good Lord knows the best of the turnips. As some of these days he'll loosen up the heap and the bounty for all of us poor folks, and we will want to eat the plentiful as we clothe with. I can't always keep getting worse and worse every year. God, he'll put a stop to this some day and make the rich give all back that he's taken from us poor. God is going to treat us right. He ain't going to let us keep like this, but we gotta stop cussing him when he ain't give us nothing to eat. He'll send a man to hell and the devil for priesting in the doing that. Love dragged the sack of turnips across the drain ditch and sat down. Judah laid aside the rotten innards tubes and waited. Some parts that come later in the book mention how when Love falls asleep that Jeter gets the turnips and takes them for his family because, as mentioned, they are poor and he needs food to feed his family.